Yes. Headbangers and Hoolins getting after it early on a Metal Monday. As always, thank you for listening. Yours truly, Scummalicious. I'm ready to take care of that hangover. And what better way to take all that horrible pounding that's just beating the shit out of your brain from all that partying this weekend than municipal waste. They actually released Slime and Punishment this year, and to make a small confession, I don't have that album. I didn't buy it. I will. Just, it happens sometimes. I got lots of bands I got to keep up with. It's not that I don't want the album. I just don't have it, but I will. Anyway, they added a guitar player for this album, and I believe his name is Nick Poulos. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I have one new song on this top 10 riffs from Municipal Waste, which is mainly Ryan Waste, the guitarist. And the thing with them, that crossover-thrash term gets thrown out quite a bit to describe them, but to me, there's a little more to them than just that. Of course, I just got done arguing with some idiots on YouTube, as usual, who, especially with a lot of these newer bands like Municipal Waste, well, it's like listening to the 80s all over, except the 80s bands were so much fucking better. And the lead singer's a bitch. Really? Have you even listened to the music? Yeah, the songs aren't 10 minutes long. They're like 2-3 minutes long at the most. That's okay. If you can get done what you need to get done in 2 or 3 minutes, I'll take that over 7-8 minute song. That's just me. And look, and Justice for All. Hell, that song itself is like 10-11 minutes long, and I like it. But what's wrong with having all the shit you like, the heaviness, the riffs, the lyrics, get it done in a couple minutes, and then you're on to the next song. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now, the interesting thing, especially with doing a podcast like this, is when talking about riffs, it's kind of hard to describe riffs without hearing them, and I wish I could play them, but these copyright laws are so ridiculous. Trust me, it's maybe at some point when I become rich and famous, when everybody around the world is talking about me, like, oh, Scummalicious, the podcast, it's taken over. It's okay to dream. It's okay to have fantasies. Anyway, maybe then I can play the little clips of the song, but for the time being, it's the sound effects. And like I always say, go listen to the actual song. My sound effects don't do them any justice, but I try. Alright. Ryan Waste. The dude is a monster. And I'm not talking about solos, and he plays some nice solos. The main thing with him, it's always about the riffs, the song itself, and that's what I love about Municipal Waste. But I do got to get the one song out of the way, the new one that I picked. It's number 10, Amateur Sketch, off the new one, Slime and Punishment. And sometimes the lyrics too, they add to the heaviness of the song, and I think that works on this one here. Not behind your back, we laugh in your face, and you're just about to get put in your place. And then one thing that Municipal Waste always does, you're going to get 2 or 3 tempo changes in every song. It's going to start out real fast, and then in the middle it changes, it slows down, it gets chunky and heavy, and the song's no different. And that's why it's on here. I love it, and nice job out of the new guy, Nick. I'll just use his first name. Don't want to destroy that last name. And so that's it for the new stuff. The next 9 songs, it's all Ryan Waste. And this really is, and I'm not taking anything away from the new guy, this is celebrating Ryan Waste, a guitarist who's in my top 5 for me. You know, I talk about Danny and Stassi, and no one will ever replace him. But Ryan Waste is right up there too. His rhythm guitar, I try to incorporate that in my mediocre garage guitar playing. I said I try. Doesn't mean I'm fucking perfect at it, but I'm a work in progress. Alright, number 9. Sadistic Magician. It's got a nice bass guitar in this song too. And if you haven't heard this song, you should check it out. It's got a cool video too. And I like these lyrics here. A crime scene set left to hell, left to resemble hell. Sadistic, da-na-na-na, magician, na-na-na-na. Like I said, kind of a fast-paced guitar riff. And then, of course, when we change tempo, and in this one, it doesn't really, the speed doesn't change. It's just a heavier, I want to use the word crushing. Crushing works on a Metal Monday, right? Especially when you had a fucking crushing headache. And then the lyrics, your light begins to flash before your eyes and slip away as you begin to choke. That's when that new riff comes in. And it really does make the song when it changes to that riff. Of course, then they play that for a little bit, and then they go back to the main verse again. A crime scene set left to resemble hell, much sadistic, na-na-na-na, magician, na-na-na-na. There's your sound effects. Alright, number 8. The Art of Partying. And by the way, that's another beautiful thing about Municipal Waste. Fun band to listen to. You know, a lot of beer drinking and puking on yourself and fuck off. The typical shit that I love to listen to. And if you can't enjoy Municipal Waste, I know it's not for everybody, but it's like I say about a lot of these bands, my bands, quotation marks, you can get some enjoyment out of these bands. Go listen to them and then go buy their albums. They deserve your money. There's thrashing all around, talking about the art of partying. You know the Waste provides the songs to push the party level all the way to 10. And like the little chorus part, pound your drinks, tonight we shred. And then we get that new riff. And with the song The Art of Partying, it's pretty fast all the way through. The little tempo change, it's not much of a change, just a little bit. It's just a different riff at about the same tempo though. For the longest time, The Art of Partying was my favorite album from them, but that's changed over time as I've become a seasoned vet. Like how I threw that in there, a seasoned vet. I think I like Massive Aggressive now. I think that's my favorite album. I was listening to that all weekend, and it was just, I couldn't stop listening. Like, wait a minute. And you know how I do. Like, 2 weeks from now, oh, my favorite album from Municipal Waste of all time is The Fatal Feast. You know those words I like to throw out. I don't know why I do that. I just can't help myself. Number 7. I really love this song, Covered in Soot/Barfer. And it's basically about a guy drinking too much beer and puking on himself. How can you not like a song like that? And like I said, this is one of those songs where the lyrics add to the heaviness of the guitar. They do. The offense was too much to drink. Can someone tell me where on earth did all this spew come from? They stated that I spit some chunks all over their pal, Chris, covered in sick. I just can't deny it, covered in sick. And then it actually, on this song, it actually speeds up when they do their tempo change. And like I said, every song that you get from Municipal Waste, at some point, death metal has their little breakdowns, what the fuck, whatever you want to call it. But Municipal Waste always has a tempo change. That's what makes the song so great. Number 6. This is a song that's really grown on me. Excuse me, over the last couple months. And it's off Massive Aggressive, Divine Blasphemer. How did I do that? I actually pronounced that pretty good. So, Divine Blasphemer. I helped folks in need. I've never told lies. I've comforted friends throughout the worst of times. And that's kind of the main verse part. But when it changes, the tempo change, that riff, the best way to describe it, gives me goosebumps. And if you're a fan of the heavy thrash guitar, you'll understand, but it's slowed down a little. And when they slow it down after going so fast, I'm telling you, it just makes it so much more effective. And then, of course, Tony, the singer, sings, "Let me try to set this. I can't pass Heaven's Gate." And sometimes they can get a little serious. Not super serious, but obviously it's kind of a self-reflective song there. But that riff, I'm telling you, in the middle of the song there, beautiful. Ryan Waste, he doesn't fuck around, man. Alright, song 5, Repossession off Fatal Feast. Good video, by the way. And they repossess cars and people's shit. And it's a really fast, I don't know how his double picking on this song, it's super fast because I practiced it, and obviously my mediocre skills need lots more practice. But either way, Tony sings, if you've been just in well, we'll do the rest, because you shouldn't have fucked with the best. And that riff on that part, like I said, when Tony sings, you shouldn't have fucked with the best, just makes you want to bang your head more. It's beautiful. Yes, you can use the words beautiful when describing Municipal Waste. There's nothing wrong with that. Hey, everybody's perception of beauty is different. Some people think Katy Perry's beautiful. Her music, we'll say. Some people really do. I know, they're very confused. I think Municipal Waste is beautiful. Alright, song 4, Wrong Answer. And this is off Massive Aggressive too. The video is awesome. And I know I did. I just posted on my Facebook page. Love the video. A guy gets stabbed in the chest. Another guy gets his heart ripped out. It's very gory. It's good gore though. And that main riff of the chorus, you got the wrong answer. Just heavy, slow power chords. It slides down, and then the palm mute. It's perfect. You got the wrong answer. It just is. It's a beautiful thing. That tempo change to a different riff. Municipal Waste. It's what they do. They're good at it. And they don't change. And that's what I love. It's another thing I was arguing with people about. Same shit every album. Well, a lot of bands sound the same on every album because that's what they are. That's what they do. It's okay that some bands progress and try different things, and then some bands play what they play. AC/DC's been doing it for 40 years. So I don't like that argument. It's still good music. This is what they're good at. Fast, crossover thrash songs. New Dead Masters. This is off Fatal Feast. Oh, I love the riff. And it's on the part where they sing, "Till everything is dead." Nah, 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 nah. It's that riff sounds really good, and it's a lot harder to play than it sounds. You know, he's got the fast picking, palm mute, and then the little hammer-ons and pull-offs that he throws in the middle. It's so perfect. Till everything is dead. Da 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 da. Everything. Da 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 da. I know. My sound effects, they're top of the line. You won't get better sound effects. But I'm not gonna make sound effects for video games, because that would make me sound like a nerd. I don't want to sound like a nerd, even though the guitar effects are very fucking nerdy as well. Anyway, song number 2, Wolves of Chernobyl, and I'm talking about the chorus part. Of course, it builds up. Show stained red. House fill the air. Nothing's gonna stop it. It's a massacre. Oh, that, and go watch the video, because the main verses, like a lot of their verses, pretty fast. Drummer, by the way, kills it. Dave, God, can't remember his last name right off top of my head. All the tempo changes, all the fills he throws in, he is so fucking underrated, seriously. And but that chorus, it's so perfect. That riff, probably their best tempo change on that song. It is. That's why it's number 2. It just sounds so good. They are so good when they do that. I love it. Ryan Waste, so underrated. That's why I'm talking about him on a Metal Monday. And the number 1 guitar riff from Ryan Waste, without a doubt, it will never change for me. Thrashing of the Christ off a Hazardous Mutation. By the way, that name alone is fucking badass, right? Thrashing of the Christ. Donna, 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 won't know why not, donna, 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 boom, 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 pop. Oh, it's beautiful. They start the song with that riff, donna, and then of course, it changes. Really super fast, speed metal, and Tony sings, "Jesus Christ, you're out of luck. Let's thrash that fuck." And right before they get back to that intro riff that I was just talking about, he sings, "We'll crush the church and take back our life." Of course, and he, by the way, it sounds a lot better than that. Let's see if I can do it. "We'll crush the church and take back our lives." That's a little better. Put a little more emotion into it. It's just so slow and thick and heavy. I love that riff. I remember one time, my last job, when I drive to work, there for about a month, I would listen to that song in the morning, and I would just rewind it over and over, just for that riff. It's amazing. You don't have to listen to all the songs that I talked about, but please, Thrashing of the Christ, go listen to that on YouTube. It's one of the greatest riffs, period, of all time. Yes, strong words. Had to throw that of all time in there again, like I do every show. Can't help myself. Alright. Gotta work on some videos. Taking over the internet. It's a full-time job. You know how I do this. Take it easy, and if it's easy, take it twice. That hangover, that headache, it's gone. I'm out.